I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations, they can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no...
Well, we welcome you back into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in control of the football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Brandon Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Burrow from his own end zone. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Burrow, 3rd and long from his end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McPherson now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a stoppage here. It looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. from just shy of midfield. Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go play action with Burrow. Out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He's certainly... Not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Check nickel, 11, Thomas. 12.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow steps away. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
11, mighty.
Here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To the air again, Burrow.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before.
Now the ball comes loose. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second and short now following the fumble.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on first down. He completes it to Wilson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So we have come to halftime.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. First down, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now it's starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Back to Mixon on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now a carry for Pirine. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot. And the flag comes out for pass. Interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic thing.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals have recovered it. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Here's Pirine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely. Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's set away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. Yellow. 22.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow on play action. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Tua now on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Tua sets up to pass it. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 2nd and very short. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to pass. Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's swung out to Mostert.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. On 2nd and goal. Tua. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo.
Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving us for love, dancing in a drought. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and fools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show no credit. When you show your bro for leverage. What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Right to the air is Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Now Burrow rolling to his right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. They'll roll him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
From the 44, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Burrow going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jackson up. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
We ought to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. 1st down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow, and that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
McPherson on for the point after.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That time a 9. Play drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson, options out left.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good.
And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Burrow on play action. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 85 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10, Burrow able to find Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Back to throw here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Again, Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 3rd and goal. Jackson buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Jackson now. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side. Pulled in by Higgins. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They'll start with the option.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 21-yard line.
103 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his left.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal 1st.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Higgins.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trenton Irwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Forced out to his left, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Mike Hilton, he came up nicely there and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Down to about the 45. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we're both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On third down, Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And now here is another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it here with Pirine.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 41, Burrow. And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh.
And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I made the plug introduced to my brothers. Here ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in the day with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the stay with some bad baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I made the plug introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I win. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My on hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Let's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many things, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I made the plug introduced to my brothers. Superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
about her. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rather tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, not that might give you life advice. Get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo knows that I am not a pastor. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? can't I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. That might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes.